Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is your general collective reading for all zodiac signs as we experience the energy of the super full moon in Capricorn. So keep in mind it will not be for every single person watching. I encourage you to take what resonates with you and leave the rest behind, as time, energy, and gender are fluid and roles can be reversed however they apply to your personal story. Now, if it's not your story this time around, you can always check my channel for other messages you need to hear. And please remember to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and tap the notification bell so you can catch future readings. So to my lovely subscribers, thank you for all of your continued love and support of the channel. Thank you for your likes, comments, subscriptions, donations. It means so much to me. And y'all, this is also a giveaway video. So if you are subscribed to the channel, then you are entered into the monthly full moon giveaway. So if you are not subscribed just yet, be sure to comment down below when you do. That way I can get you entered. And as always, please drop down the description box below so that you can also connect with me outside of YouTube. All of my social media links are down there, as well as my website and payment app information for those of you who would like to book a personal reading and or make a donation to the channel. So thank you so much again, you guys, for your donations and again, all the love and support. I love hearing from you guys so very much. So again, comment below if this reading hits home with you, but I'm going to go ahead and start off with a little bit of an astrology chat before I get into the reading. And this time I'm going to actually read from one of my favorite astrology websites, and then we'll talk a little bit more about this full moon. So if you are wanting to skip the chat and head straight to the reading, you can go ahead and find the timestamp down below. But I am going to read from Forever Conscious, which, by the way, you guys, any astrological event, anything that happens in the sky, the best way for you to figure out how it's going to affect you personally is by getting your birth chart, okay? So we can talk about general themes surrounding these events, but you will know how it will affect you personally based on your own astrological placements. So please keep that in mind. Go to cafeastrology.com and get your birth chart if you haven't already. If you're having trouble with that, just send me an email and I will be happy to help. So the Capricorn super full moon is falling in the earthy and grounded sign of the sea goat. This moon calls for us to take responsibility for our lives and the direction they are traveling. If we're not happy, if we're not fulfilled, if we are not spending our time how we wish to, this full moon beckons us to take charge and own up to any of our self-sabotaging actions which may have led us here. Confronting what is not working and taking responsibility for how some things have unfolded can always be challenging, but there is a power to be found in doing this work. There is power in addressing what we may be doing to contribute and how we can turn things around to get our lives closer to where we want to be. Of course, there's only so much in our control, but if you use the powers of this full moon wisely, it can guide you to overcome obstacles, face up to challenges, and reach the top of whatever mountain you wish to climb. There is some powerful lunar energy on offer under this July full moon, but we can make the sea goat our trusty spirit guide and embody its energy to help us through. The sea goat has developed the skills needed to climb the tallest mountain using its goat-like half and descend to the bottom of the ocean using its sea-like half. This ability to tour through the oceans and the mountains gives the sea goat a unique advantage point and perspective of the world. It gives him the understanding and tolerance that there are many ways to look at things and many different perspectives. It also gives him a range of skills that no other animal could compete with. Learning how to climb to the top and swim to the depths is no easy feat. But as the sea goat learns to accept both these sides of its being and to master each of these skills, it becomes stronger, powerful, and incredibly intelligent. By surmounting the curling waves and navigating the treacherous rocky slopes, the sea goat also learns to build resilience and the discernment of what is truly worth its time and energy. The sea goat teaches us to honor all that we are, to appreciate different perspectives, and to focus our time and energy on what we truly want out of life. Looking at the astrology behind the July full moon, it does look like there will be some extra miles to walk and challenges to overcome. Pluto, Lord of the underworld, is hovering close to this full moon, creating some heavy vibrations. We may find ourselves needing to come face to face with some uncomfortable things. This full moon may also bring the realization that some things need to come to an end, particularly around goals or things that are blocking our goals. We may find ourselves needing to mature, let go, and realize that certain ideas, actions, or endeavors are not just possible or sustainable right now. There's a little bit of disheartened energy attached to this full moon, like a reality check or wake-up call that makes us realize that we just can't go on. We may need to accept that some things are never going to be the way that we want them to be, or accept that unless we change, things are not going to get better. Taking the mature, practical approach can help us to navigate any decisions with greater ease. Letting go, closing doors, saying goodbye can all be hard things to do, but this full moon is our opportunity to rewrite our next chapter, to refashion our dreams and goals that didn't work out, and to know that all we experience is a part of life and a part of making us stronger. There are truly no wrong paths in this life, just lessons that make us wiser, better, and more capable human beings. Mercury, the planet of communication, is also hovering close to this full moon, so it's likely we may find ourselves needing to have a difficult conversation or find the confidence needed to share what we really feel. Mindful communication can be hard to achieve, but the practical, grounded, and mature energies from the Capricorn super full moon will help us to choose our words with deliberate intention. We can also use this energy to remember the creative power our words hold. The words we speak to ourselves, especially, carry a lot of weight, so be sure to watch how you're communicating with yourself. If you notice your inner voice is self-deprecating or self-sabotaging, see if you can switch things around to a more hopeful standpoint. Try to make your inner self-talk honest, but something that makes you feel good. The Capricorn super full moon is definitely a heavy one, but there are so many jewels hidden in its depths if we are willing to dive to the bottom or climb to the top to reach them. Those that make the journey will not regret it. As this is the second of 3 super full moons, it is also likely that there is more to the picture and more to be revealed come August's super full moon. So again, that was Forever Conscious, and I will link the article itself down below, but if you guys are ever interested in learning more about astrology, this is a really great site to utilize, okay? So before I get into pulling cards, I wanted to share something that I think is very relative to what we just read in that article. And as I was shuffling last night and kind of preparing for this reading, the main card that popped out when I asked what this Capricorn full moon was going to bring was the 10 of Swords, okay? And I'm actually going to be using a deck today that I haven't used in a long time. It's been sitting on my shelf for months and months, and I hardly ever even look at it. But it was really calling to me for this specific reading for some reason, so I'm interested to see what comes out. But as you can see here, I mean, this looks like a brutal ending, okay? 10 of Swords is literally a betrayal, okay? Being at rock bottom and something very toxic or overwhelming coming to an end. So I wanted to share that card with you, and I will consider that a pre-shuffle card, even though I technically pulled it last night. I was still asking about these energies. So, talking about that article saying how there will be possibly difficult conversations or realizations, things like that coming to the surface. Sometimes also, things needing to come to an end that we have been perpetuating ourselves. So for some of you, this could be a theme surrounding, betrayal of self, okay? Not allowing yourself to move on from something, or again, painting yourself a picture that everything is going to be fine when realistically there are changes that need to be made. And sometimes you need to come to that point of no return or being at rock bottom in order to really see the truth. So another thing I wanted to share with you guys, which I thought was really great, of course, y'all know I like to drink tea, and I just got a really cool mug, which says Central Perk on it. Y'all know I love Friends. But my yogi tea advice today is you are the master of your judgments, your decisions, and your actions. So it is important to remember that Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. It's a very responsible energy. And I think for some of you guys out there, this will be a couple of days of reflection and taking responsibility for your role in how things are playing out in your life, okay? So again, taking responsibility, using your discernment, being mature, all of these themes are going to be popping up. My other yogi tea advice was, though, your breath fills you with energy anywhere and anytime you need it. So talking about being honest and real and raw with ourselves, but in a way that makes us feel good. So spend some time during this full moon doing some breath work, okay? Or just simply relaxing, meditating, whatever it is that gets you to a place of being zen, even if it's simply enjoying a cup of tea. So anyways, you guys, I'm not going to get too much into it. I'm actually going to tuck this card back into the deck. Oh my gosh, ironic. We also have the Devil card on the bottom of the deck as well, which represents the energy of Capricorn. Now, I do feel like the Devil gets a little bit of a bad rap in the tarot because it doesn't always necessarily have to be about toxicity or codependency. Sometimes the Devil card comes up to show us that we need to shake things up and make some changes. Stop leaving ourselves shackled and chained to a specific idea, place, person, or thing. So I'm also going to be exploring this deck with you guys in this reading since, like I said, I haven't really used it very much. And they have very different explanations. So let's go ahead and pull out the Devil card one more time before I get into the Moonology deck. So the Devil card says, a demonic figure with 3 horns appears in front of a pair of people. One cannot stand to see it and covers her eyes. The other looks at it with attentiveness and docility. The demon scrutinizes them sternly, reading their hearts. So this card is about avoiding reality, closing in on oneself, and unexpressed desires. You guys, there was something in that article talking about finally being able to say what you truly feel, right? Or communicate how you truly feel about something, about someone. So this Devil energy that's coming up with the 10 of Swords is just so significant right now because, again, we're talking about the betrayal of the self. So if you have been betraying yourself by keeping your mouth shut or by going along with something that you know needs to end, this is a really great full moon for you to purge that energy and release it, okay? We know that full moons are about releasing, letting go. As, you know, obviously new moons are about manifesting, but the full moon is so powerful in order for you to be able to let go. This is the culmination of the lunar cycle. So this is like the time to release. And we talk about these themes every full and new moon. But again, this is one of those circumstances where the astrology is really astrologying, okay? Like everything is very clear and very synchronistic. Okay, so comment down below if you're experiencing something that you feel is a self-betrayal, okay? Let's get into the Moonology deck and see what is the overall energy here. I know we kind of did a little bit of a pre-shuffle, but I mean, okay. So all the cards are falling out onto the floor, but I'm going to take the ones that came out on the table first. So we're starting with North Node, step out of your comfort zone. So again, maybe you're used to talking shit to yourself, or again, going along with something that, everyone else is, or whatever your specific case scenario is. This card is urging you to step out of that cycle, to move forward towards your path of destiny. Okay, that is what the North Node is about, your destined path. We then have a time for healing, balsamic moon. So again, this is very in line with what we talked about in that article. It's time to heal any of those wounds that you've been pushing down and express yourself. Step forward into your path of destiny. What else do we need to see from the Moonology deck? I'm like fighting back hiccups at the same time, so hopefully y'all can't hear me. What else do we need to see from the Moonology deck? A new start is coming. New moon. So again, this is starting over, having a new beginning, and doing something for yourself, something that's going to make you feel good. A new start is coming. What is more promising and feel good about that? Especially if you've been in that energy of the 10 of Swords or the Devil energy. Spirit's telling you there's about to be a new, fresh cycle coming. What else do we need to see? I feel like this card traveled a little too far for my liking. Believe in the impossible, okay? So again, this is sometimes you might feel that believing in yourself is impossible, right? Again, we're talking about that self-deprecating like humor, or that self-sabotaging talk. You're inside trying to manifest something that your heart truly wants and desires, but you're speaking negativity into the universe. So Spirit is not just telling you to believe in the impossible, they're telling you to believe in yourself, okay? So, and I love that comes along with the blue moon energy, which is like a once in a blue moon sort of a thing. But, treating yourself with kindness should not be a once in a blue moon. It should be an everyday, all day thing, okay? And then we have full moon in Leo. Don't let pride get in your way. So, again, some of you could have issues with pride to deal with, okay? And I'm not going to get too far into that. Y'all know what that means. So I'm actually going to get one more shuffle because I feel like there's one more message in here from the Moonology deck. And then we have full moon in Cancer. A personal issue reaches resolution. So some of you have been waiting on something to be resolved or revealed. I'm like struggling to figure out a place to put this card. This whole setup is so cute until I start laying the cards out and I'm like, where do I put you? So yeah, I feel as if, again, full moons are a culmination of the new moon cycle or the lunar cycle. So this is also a time where things come into fruition. If there's something that needs to be solved, then I'll solve it. That's the vibe of this full moon, okay? So if there's an issue that you have been waiting on, Spirit could be telling you that it's really been in your hands this whole time. So very, very interesting. We also have your commitment as being tested, first quarter moon. So again, we're talking about wanting to manifest something deep within ourselves, but then speaking the opposite out to the universe. That could be a test of your commitment. Spirit is asking you to reconsider and think about what it is that you really, truly want and understand your role in making that happen, okay? And I was going to put the deck down, but this kind of confirms my yogi tea advice. Take time to breathe out, okay? Do some breath work, meditate, chill, relax, vibe, whatever you want to call it. But now is the time for you to do said things, okay? Breathe. Don't allow this serious and responsible energy to suffocate you. Just breathe through it, all right? And look at that. The answers you need are coming. And I'm done with the Moonology deck, I promise. So if y'all have been looking for answers or a solution, I think Spirit is really telling you to look within, okay? So let's go ahead and get some shuffles and see what is coming from this full moon for the collective, please. What is coming from this full moon? So we're looking into the future energy of the next couple of weeks. And the energy of full moon and new moon can be potent for up to 4 days before and 4 days after. So keep that in mind as well. The full moon is happening today, but some of you have probably already been feeling this energy very intensely, and some of you may continue to feel that throughout the weekend. So speaking of throughout the weekend, I will be releasing your Cancer season zodiac readings finally. No, it was a little bit late this time around, but I was sick for like 2 weeks and it was kind of difficult to do anything really. So I appreciate you guys bearing with me. So we're starting out with the Ace of Pentacles, which actually, if I'm being honest, was another card that popped out while I was shuffling and kind of getting to know the deck last night. So the Ace of Coins, I love that this is a chess game, okay? And life is like a game of chess if you think about it, right? You have to be very meticulous and careful about the moves that you make. So obviously, the Ace of Coins represents a promising new beginning, a new investment. This could have to do with career. This could have to do with investing in someone, in a relationship, partnership, as this can also be a proposal. So I like that that's the first card out. And like I said, we're going to explore this deck together. So I'm actually going to go ahead and read from the book when I pull these cards. So the Ace of Coins says, a woman teaches a boy how to play chess. A mysterious closed chest lies at their feet. This is a card of planning, giving and receiving support, and prospects of wealth. So what are you investing in? That is a good question to ask yourself. What are you investing in? This could also be from the perspective of someone that you're watching this reading for, okay? So this could be confirmation that someone is planning to invest in you, the viewer. So what else do we need to see for what's coming from this Capricorn moon? And, you know, this falls in line with the whole new start is coming as well. Ace of Coins is a new start and a promising one. What else do we need to see? The Six of Wands. Y'all, I feel like I'm getting the same exact cards that I pulled last night. I should have just turned on the camera last night. And I'm getting like strange deja vu. So the Six of Wands, this is a card of victory, success, getting what it is that you have been setting out to achieve. It's also a card of public recognition or being acknowledged for your accomplishments, okay? So the card says, a powerful woman looks upon her domain from a beautiful high up terrace. She is accompanied by 2 jaguars who obey her will. This card is about glory of victory, demonstration of power and personal success, and inspiration to take on new challenges. For some reason, this card sort of gives me a little bit of a 9 of Pentacles vibe. This is someone who has built their success, okay? So something that you have been looking to achieve, okay, this could fall in line with that whole personal issue, reaching resolution, and the commitment being tested. This could be Spirit telling you you're about to be publicly recognized for your achievements. What else do we need to see? By the way, you guys, this is the Duloc Tarot, the Edmund Duloc Tarot. And I don't know, it's just giving me like Capricorn moon vibes, you guys. And those of you who already know, I'm sorry to repeat myself, but I am a Capricorn moon. So this moon for me has felt sort of normal, I guess you could say. I did have trouble sleeping last night, though. I didn't fall asleep until like almost 4:30. But yeah, the next card up, we have the King of Swords. So let's talk about that for a second as well. We're talking about responsibility, maturity, discernment, and expressing oneself. Okay, again, another theme popping up from the article that we read. Now, the King of Swords is very calculating and cool and level-headed. Okay, so they're not just spouting off at the mouth. The King of Swords is someone who has had a lot of time to think about what they want to say. Okay, they're wise and discerning. So let's go ahead and read the King of Swords. So the king is in the middle of a bridge. He stops to help his page, whose lantern is stuck in the branches of a tree. The court looks on and listens to the king's wisdom. So this is about authority in reason and in comprehension. New wisdom can be learned from every situation. So again, we're talking about looking within. So the King of Swords popping up is sort of clarity on doing just that, knowing that it's time to invest in ourselves and being ready to achieve, being ready to, like the article said, climb the top of the mountain and go all the way to the depths of the ocean. Like, that's the energy of the Six of Wands. So the King of Swords coming after that, I just feel like that is exactly what you, or again, this person is going to be communicating to the outside world, all right? So I was going to shuffle, but this card got snagged and I'm interested to see. Queen of Coins. Oh, wait a minute. This is a king. Just kidding. Like I said, I'm still getting to know this deck. I saw the lady stepping into the boat and I immediately assumed queen, but it's actually the King of Pentacles. You can see Zaddy over here helping this maiden into the boat. All right. We know that the King of Pentacles is a very stable and secure vibe. This is someone who is sure of themselves, someone who is confident in their ability to be successful and abundant. This is also someone who is a caregiver, someone who is nurturing, a great father or mother figure. Again, masculine, feminine, whatever, these roles can be reversed. And maybe that's why I said queen to begin with, because a lot of you are watching and probably female, but anyways, we know that the king is nothing without their queen, and vice versa. It's that duality that we talk about a lot, right? The balanced aspect of the feminine and masculine together forms the perfect union. So let's keep going. Let's see what else we have. And you know what? I think I'm also going to read to you about the King of Coins. So he gracefully invites a beautiful maiden onto his boat, which is already decked with all sorts of riches. All that he owns, he has conquered and maintained. Despite this, he shows himself to be gallant and courteous. So this is the ability to invest and reap profits from labor, or the love for the good life. So, you know, you could be dealing with an air sign or an earth sign, obviously, but these two kings together, I feel, is like someone is finally starting to communicate in the physical what it is that they've been working on behind the scenes. They're proud of their achievements, but they're also still humble, and they're wiser from everything that they've learned along the way, okay? So what else do we need to see? The Two of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So, you know, obviously, whoever this is about, this person has spent a long time in the past, him and in Holland, going back and forth, possibly being stuck between a rock and a hard place, or in some sort of silence or separation period. The Two of Swords is also the ostrich energy, or someone trying to hide from responsibility or hide from, again, being decisive about something. This is also an air energy. So again, this indecisive energy is popping up from the past, which is basically what we talked about. Trying to manifest something from within, something that is your heart's desire, something that you know is calling your soul and pushing you towards that north node, versus the shit talker version of yourself who likes to stay in a place of stagnancy, okay? So this is that discernment coming up. Whoever this reading is for, Spirit wants you to know that you've spent enough time going back and forth about this decision, okay? It's time for you to stand up and utilize that energy of those two kings in moving forward in your life, okay? So, and also we have Judgment at the bottom of the deck as well. This card is so difficult to see, but you can see this, these hands orchestrating. This is like heaven and earth vibes. All right. Judgment is also the energy of resurrection. So this could involve someone reconciling with someone else, a connection or something coming back up from the past for you to review. And judgment is quite literally making a judgment call. So spirit is being very loud right now, telling you it's time to make the call. Now, underneath that, we have the 8 of Wands. I mean, again, spirit is saying once you make this call, once this is decided, once you move forward out of this place of stagnancy and indecision, things are going to be moving very, very fast. Okay, this is a passionate energy. I love the full moon in the background here, all of the angels ascending. Spirit is saying once this call is made, things will be taking off, moving very quickly. This could involve a connection where you fell in love at first sight. This could also involve Cupid's arrows or love messages going back and forth. Once again, passionate, sexual, sensual energy, which all comes back down to the energy of the devil. But like I said, it's not like I'm saying sex is the devil or anything. I ain't no freaking Bobby Boucher's mama or nothing, but I'm saying that the energy of temptation, lust, sexual attraction, all of those things are the things that we've been repressing, okay? Spirit's telling you to stop repressing those desires. It's time for you to shake things up, like we said earlier, and get in touch with what it is that you truly, truly want. Release any unhealthy attachments, even if it's just a mentality, so that you can finally bring those repressed desires to the surface. So, very interesting. Temperance under that. So, again, this involves patience, a long road of waiting for things to align and balance themselves out. This is a card of alchemy. So, Spirit is saying as well, if you have been very patient on this journey, that you will be able to finally reap the rewards or celebrate your success, okay? Let's get one more shuffle, see what else we need to see for what's coming from this full moon energy. The 10 of Cups. Y'all, Spirit is telling you that some of you are going to be getting your happily ever after, your happy ending. Some of you are finally going to be reunited with someone that you have been waiting for. This is complete fulfillment, happiness, the rainbow, okay? This is a happy family as well. So you can see they're embracing by the ocean on this cliff, and it's a really tender moment. But if you look really closely, this woman actually looks scared. So this could be a reminder as well, like, don't be afraid of getting your happy ending, okay? That might sound silly, like who the hell is scared of getting their happy ending? But if you weren't scared of getting it, then why would you talk shit to yourself about what it is that you truly want? If this happy ending is what you've been manifesting, why have you been slowing down the process by being negative and hard on yourself in a way that is demeaning or degrading, okay? Don't be afraid of getting your happy ending. It's time for you to follow your destiny. Follow the path that you are being pushed on, because the angels and guides, the universe, everyone is guiding you. They've just been waiting for you to get on board, okay? So bottom of the deck, we also have the Queen of Swords. So now we have divine counterparts here, okay? The Queen of Swords, again, discernment, intelligence, direct communication. Queen of Swords doesn't give no hex, okay? She really doesn't. It's kind of the same vibe as the Queen of Pentacles, like not needing anyone. The Queen of Swords doesn't have time to entertain thoughtless conversation. Queen of Swords wants the depths, okay? She wants to cut down to the very very center, the very core of what the issues are. This is someone who is very discerning and who doesn't tolerate any BS. So, this is what Spirit is telling you to do. Become serious and discerning about how you want to communicate who you are into the world, okay? For some of you, this is going to involve walking away from something. Sorry, my voice is cutting out. I've been recording a lot recently. Spirit is telling you that some of you are going to have to walk away from something that was not fulfilling, something that you've been just kind of hanging around or allowing to continue when really you know it's not what you really truly want. The 8 of Cups is walking away from 8 broken cups to find that union we were talking about, okay? That balanced and harmonious, mutually respected energy. That is the 8 of Cups. Someone is walking away finally, or it looks like rowing away in this picture. Sort of kind of reminds me of the 6 of Swords, same sort of a vibe. Whoever this person is, they're walking away from that toxicity, walking away from whatever it was that was not making them happy or fulfilled, okay? Because they know what they want now. So very interesting. Now we also have the Lovers. So what did I say, y'all? For some of you, this is going to be a divinely guided reunion, but it's going to require you to make a choice. It's going to require you to choose love, okay? Choose love. Not just choose a lover, choose love, not fear, okay? So let's move on from the tarot. Oh my gosh, as I say that, we have the Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Okay, Ace of Wands is creative inspiration, a new passionate beginning. Also, my penis card, okay? So for those of you who are watching this reading for someone else, with this 8, excuse me. Didn't mean to knock the camera. This 8 of Wands and this Ace of Wands is basically saying that this fast movement forward is in your hands, okay? Like any ace, it is an opportunity to be grasped. So you need to take this Ace of Wands in your hands and create this new future for yourself, okay? You can create this outcome. That is what Spirit is saying. So, very interesting. I love that we also have the Strength card under that. We're about to be moving into Leo season. So again, be strong, be courageous, be bold. Don't let the lion walk you, okay? Or in this case, the jaguar. Some of you may be taming the beast within in order to, again, grasp this opportunity for a new passionate start. So I love this reading, by the way. I love these cards. I'm so in love with them, and I'm upset that I haven't been using them more. I'm probably going to use this deck a lot more. But let's move into the Moon Oracle and see what is the challenge ahead for the next couple of weeks. Even though we've already kind of discussed the challenge, like quit talking shit to yourself, right? So what is the challenge that we are needing to overcome as a collective? Oh, we have the energy of Artemis. So y'all, I don't know if you've ever seen It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, but I can't like hear the name Artemis without thinking of Artemis from that show. Which, by the way, I haven't even seen the last few seasons of that show. I need to figure out where I can watch it because I used to laugh my ass off watching that shit. All right, so Artemis, the key phrase is play it cool if possible. Oh man, now I'm hearing West Side Story, stay cool, boy. Like, that's the vibe. Stay cool, okay? Capricorn moon is telling you to keep your cool and be level-headed, be smart. This is also like sort of that king and queen of swords vibe as well. So the card meaning is saying this goddess warns you that your own impetuosity and cleverness can destroy the very things you desire. Although there is a temptation to be competitive, you should not try to engage in rash action and saber-rattling behavior. Instead, this card urges a cooler, more sophisticated approach to the matter in question. As a white goddess, Artemis demands a creative solution to the question. The nature of fire in Aries is naturally hot-blooded and impatient. Care must be taken not to stumble. If this card is selected, April will be a significant month with regard to the question. So for some of you, this could be something you've been trying to manifest since April, or this could be saying something significant is going to come to a head following April, like this coming April. Anyways, I know y'all can hear me. I'm literally losing my voice in this reading. Let's get one more card from this deck and see how Spirit wants us to overcome this challenge. Oh, one almost popped out, but then it was another. So we have the precipice. This to me is sort of like that Fool energy as well. So number 20, the precipice. Key phrase, impetuosity, a reckless decision. I am done. We literally just talked about this. Don't let your impetuosity mess it all up for you, was basically the advice there. So the card meaning, Jupiter and Mars conjoin in this Sagittarian moon mansion to promote impetuous and enthusiastic action. Mars, traditionally impulsive and hot-headed, don't forget y'all, Mars is in Taurus right now, okay? So Mars, traditionally impulsive and hot-headed, is energized and pushed to the limit. Push it to the limit. Sorry, I had to. By the expansive nature of optimistic Jupiter. This is the gambler's card. It indicates the making of a reckless decision, probably about something quite serious, which has been made with little consideration on the spur of the moment. This is the trust fall of the Fool card, okay? Taking a risk. So if this card is drawn, someone concerned with the matter in question has a misguided belief in their own infallibility. This card symbolizes throwing yourself into an unknown situation against the advice of others. So be careful, right? Again, use your discernment. Don't act rashly during this full moon energy. Take time to use the wise energy of Capricorn and go within. Play it cool. And if there is a risk that you're about to take, again, Spirit is telling you, you've spent so much time going back and forth about this. For some of you, it might not really feel like a risk anymore because you have overthought it to death. But anyways, this is the overall challenge that will be faced for the collective. Let's get some little reminders. Which, y'all, this deck is so awesome. I actually found a Little Reminders Love and Relationships deck by, I believe it is Amy Zerner and Monty Farber. And I'm so excited to get that deck and use it. But this is the one I like to use for my career readings. I know that Capricorn is sort of like the boss bitch vibe. So I figured this would be a good deck to pull from. So what do we need to see for the collective, please? What is the overall message as we leave off and end this reading? So we have respect. I think it's funny that it popped up in the reverse. We talked about like self-betrayal and not respecting yourself could also be a branch off of that same theme, okay? So respect, R-E-S-P-E-C-T. I can manifest love and respect when I love and respect myself. So again, what you put out there into the universe is what you will manifest in return. If you are shit-talking yourself and not respecting yourself, then you in turn are going to attract other people who are going to see the example you set for yourself and think it's okay to treat you that way, okay? So show others how you demand to be treated, okay, by treating yourself. What else do we need to see as overall advice from Spirit? Awareness. Ooh, this is giving me a little bit of a high priestess sort of a vibe here. So when I focus on positive energy, I am aware that I attract more of it. So, you know, Capricorn being a negative feminine energy. Actually, wait, is Capricorn negative feminine or negative masculine? I forget. Either way, it is a negative energy in astrology, okay? So it would make sense that you Capricorns are very harsh and critical on yourselves. I know I can be that way a lot. And that may be what comes up during this full moon. Like I said, the criticism that you're giving yourself. Stop being so harsh on yourself. Focus on positive energy. Focus on attracting more of it by putting it out there. Okay, so as within, so without. One more card, please. What is the overall advice for the collective? Visualization. Loving the swan and the dragonfly. I make mental pictures of my goals that are simple and to the point. So Spirit is telling you to start visualizing this path forward, okay? Start visualizing the path forward that you want to see. Stop letting the negative thoughts and the worst case scenarios and all these other things pop up and cloud your judgment, okay? Use your discernment between your negative self-critic and what your guides are trying to tell you, okay? So let's go ahead and get into the full moon giveaway. So I'm gonna go ahead and pause the video and reset my table. Okay, so the winner of this month's full moon giveaway will be receiving a copy of the Tattoo Tarot, Ink and Intuition, which is one of my favorite decks. It's so intricate, lovely, beautiful artwork. And they will also be receiving a complete chakra healing crystal set. And I think I'm also going to select a few more items to put in the giveaway box. I just haven't really decided yet. But anyways, this is what I've got so far. And I haven't been doing the free readings with the giveaway, but this one is going to include a free 15-minute reading. Okay, so let's go ahead and put my hand in this big ass bucket. Dang, I got stuff falling out. Let me try again. I'm like really digging to the bottom up in here. Okay, so drum roll, please. The winner of this month's giveaway is Peggy D. Oh, Peggy D, I'm so excited. Peggy D is a good friend of mine and also a member of the Spicy Subscriber Society. She is awesome, and ironically enough, she is a Capricorn. So I guess it's meant to be, Peggy D. I will send you a message and I will get this sent out to you straight away. Other than that, you guys, those of you who have stuck it out to the end of this video, thank you so much for being here and for being subscribed, for listening. And I do hope that the energy of this full moon treats you well. Again, I will be releasing the zodiac readings over the next couple of days. And then your mid-month, I don't know if I'm going to do musical messages this month because I did musical messages for the zodiac readings. So I think this month I'm going to do a mid-month Twin Flame Soul Connection check-in with the nasty cards. So for those of you who like intimate extended readings, look forward to that one. I love you guys and I will see you again soon. Bye.